Hey everyone, so this is going to be a fun, different kind of reading today, but not too different. I mean, you guys have seen me work with pendulum before and pendulum charts before, but this one's a little different because I'll be using this really cool pendulum mat. And I want to thank my friend Melissa for gifting me this. You guys, if you enjoy my readings and my content, you will also enjoy hers, I'm sure. Her YouTube channel is Tarot by Melissa. I will put the link to her channel down below in the description box. You guys have seen me do collabs with her before, but thank you for this. I love it. One of my new favorite toys. Okay. I'm getting over a cold, so my throat's still a little scratchy. So today we'll do a two-part reading. The first part will be a yes or no answer. The second part will be a time frame for today. So in a moment, I want you guys to first think of what you want to ask for your yes or no question, and then think of a question afterwards that will require a time frame you're curious about. And then after you have that together, think of a number from 1 to 3, 1, 2, or 3. Think, feel it, hear it, however it comes through for you. And I'll put the timestamps below in the description box, as I usually do, for you to go right to your selection of 1, 2, or 3, and we will be starting off with your first question. So pause this if you need to do all that, and then now let's go ahead and jump on in and get started. Okay, so for those of you who chose 1, as you can see on this mat, there are yes or no responses. There's also a rephrase and then also a maybe. Because again, not everything is quite black and white. Sometimes things are nuanced, and sometimes the way you're asking a question it may not have a yes or no response, or it's not phrased the best way for spirit to answer it the way you're actually needing. So there could be that. And then there's also numbers on here, which I will be using for time frame, and there's also, you can see, tarot card messages as well. I'm going to be doing this intuitively. I know that this divination mat comes with a guidebook, but I'm just doing this more intuitively. So for those of you who chose 1, the answer to your question, is it a yes or no at this time? Let's see, truth be told. See if I can hold this higher. I already saw the answer, but I want you guys to see too. So as of right now, the answer is a no for your first question, which was a yes or no question. Thank you. Now, as far as your next question, the time frame, and what time frame is the answer to their question, please let us know. Truth be told, this is a pretty strong reaction, but let's see. Okay, I thought it was going to change up, but it went right back to where it was originally. So it's going back and forth between the numbers 8, 9, and 10. I'm leaning more towards an 8, but it's going back and forth between 8, 9, and 10. So I would take that to mean that the answer to your question is, I'm going to give you all possibilities because we're just getting a number right now. So that could be from the day that you see this video, that could be within 8 to 10 days, within 8 to 10 weeks, within 8 to 10 months, or between the months of August and October. The months 8, 9, and 10, August, September, and October. It could also represent within the week of like whatever the upcoming month is, or even if your current month, you have not hit the week of the 8th through the 10th of that month. Like, for example, I'm filming this in November. I actually forgot what today is, but I think it's already the 10th. So for example, that would mean that it could also be a possibility of it being the week of December 8th through 10th. You know what I mean? If I'm already past the 8th through the 10th of this month as an option as well. So I would recommend writing down all possibilities of these numbers and see which plays out for you. The other thing is that, let's see, what is this? It could also represent anywhere within the years 2024 to 2026. Because if you add up the year, like 2024 adds up to 8, 2025 adds up to 9, 2026 adds up to 10. Now, this is giving the energy as well as a lot of new beginnings. It was falling between the Empress, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. And then over here, it was between the Temperance card, the Devil, and the Tower. So I'm getting already with this is it may be a further out possibility, because this is requiring patience, requiring a lot of difficult lessons. It's requiring a lot of reevaluation of self and how you're handling things in order to create a new beginning. And it's also this feeling of like disruption that have been experienced, but also things being disrupted and old versions of things crumbling, because either how you were handling it before wasn't working, or there was a difficult lesson that needed to be learned to kind of wake you up on how to handle things, to be smarter about things in the future, or to rebuild stronger than before, with a new foundation in a new environment, a new headspace, whatever it might be for you. And to have deeper commitment to something is something I'm getting coming up as well. For those of you who chose 2, let's go ahead and see. Looking into your first question, yes or no. For those that chose number 2, for those of you that chose 2, I'm getting a yes answer at this time. Now going into your second question of a time frame for whatever that question was, let's see. Oh, it's still going. It went right back to where I thought it would. Okay, so I'm getting a 10 as far as a time frame. And it's falling between the Emperor and the Devil. And the message I'm hearing with that is that you gotta just break free of something that's holding you back, so that you can really take charge of your life again, to really lead a life that you truly feel you deserve, to really just take charge, boss up, and stop being afraid. Stop holding on to what's keeping you stuck, to break some sort of unhealthy habits or behavior, to leave unhealthy situations or people behind you. Maybe it's your mental space that needs you to take charge of. Like you're responsible for your own mind and your own thoughts. So getting a better control over the kind of thoughts that you're allowing to run the show, even if that means getting help if need be, whatever it is for you. But it's a 10 time frame, and I'm getting a strong energy of just really needing to believe in yourself and releasing doubt as well, and letting go of fear. So I feel like that's from today's date that you're seeing this video, that 10 could be 10 days, 10 weeks, October the month 10, within the week of the 10th. Like, so for example, I'm filming this in November. It could be this week because this is the week of the 10th. If you're seeing this at another time and it's already past the week of the 10th, it could be like, for example, the upcoming month, the week of the 10th, like so December 10th. This is an example, but like I said, it could be 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, October, or the week of the 10th. Or in some cases, it could be within or around 2026, depending upon what your question was, because that adds up to 10. So it helps to write down today's date that you're seeing this video, all possibilities given, and see which plays out for you, as well as using your discernment of what you know to be kind of more realistic, and what you know behind the scenes to help you kind of navigate. But it's always fun to see how it plays out. But it's a time frame of 10. For those of you that chose 3, excuse me, let's go ahead and get your yes or no answer for your first question. Ooh. Okay. So for those of you that chose 3, the number 3, I'm getting the message of rephrase. So you maybe need to rephrase your question, how you're asking it, how you're wording it, because maybe it's not a clear yes or no answer at this time, or maybe the way you're wording it, Spirit can't necessarily answer it the way you're needing to, because it could have many different interpretations or things like that. So rephrase your question. However, let's go ahead and get your time frame for your second question. And then once you rephrase your question, maybe you can select either one of the other numbers here, and maybe one of those can apply. Or maybe just come back at another time. Maybe it's just not a clear yes or no answer for you right now. So trust your intuition on what you feel you need to do. But for your second question, what is the time frame? Truth be told. Getting a 4 to 6 time frame. And it's falling between, my eyes kept catching the High Priestess and the Death card. So during this time, I'm gonna go back to the time frame, but during this time, it's a time of transformation, transition. There may be some heaviness, some grief with all of the change that's happening, but there's a lot that is being revealed now. A lot of truth coming to light, a lot of hidden information being revealed, seeing things differently. Maybe what you were blind to before, you now see more clearly. and your intuition, your instincts are very strong. You're noticing as well more of the details of something is what I feel coming up also. But it really feels like you're in a place to receive help. I'm feeling like you're helping others, but also to help others, but I also feel like more so than anything, you're in a place to receive help and guidance from the right people, whether that's actual people in your life, whether that's people you have asked for help, whether that's people that just show up, whether that's your spirit guide sending you messages and information, whether it's books you read or videos you watch, like content, whatever it is, you're open to receiving more help and guidance. But anyway, that was a 4 to 6 time frame, was it? Yeah, 4 to 6 time frame, I think it was. So from today's date, you're watching this, all possibilities of that could be within 4 to 6 days, 4 to 6 weeks, the week of the 4th through the 6th. So like, for example, I'm filming this in November, and the week of the 4th through the 6th has already passed. So for example, the next upcoming month, the week of the 4th through the 6th would be for me December. So that's a possibility in this example. But yeah, or April through June. The month 4 through June, the month 6 is a possibility as well. In some cases, depending upon what your question was, it could be 4 to 6 years, but use your discernment on that. So like I said, 4 to 6 days, 4 to 6 weeks, the week of the 4th through the 6th, whether it's this month or the upcoming month, depending upon when you're seeing this video, between April through June of whenever you're seeing this video, or worst case possibility for some people, 4 to 6 years, depending upon whenever you're seeing this video and depending upon your question. So use your discernment on that with what you know has been happening behind the scenes, how much change, effort, energy, the behavior patterns, cycles, whatever it is that have shown you from before. Just being realistic and logical about certain things as well. Use your discernment on what is likely, but what I like to do is write down all possibilities and today's date that you're seeing this and see how it plays out, even if you have to come back and revisit. So Lula's waking up. I need to go check on her, and I will talk to you guys another time. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.